Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards, and in this video I want to talk about the new insert called Home Field Advantage. Topps! Great job! You made inserts fun for baseball collectors again. There's these cards called Downtown from Panini, and these cards are hot. They're probably one of, if not the most popular cards in football and basketball collecting. Downtowns feature the team and the cool parts about the culture of the area and the city, and they're just a unique insert that are pretty rare. And baseball has these from like Diamond Kings, but they're non-licensed, so nobody really liked them all that much. They were cool, but people really didn't seek after these because they looked like the players wearing pajamas because all of the logos and everything was scrubbed off the uniforms and the helmets and the jerseys, and all these things made it tough for collectors like me and you who like licensed product. So Topps, way to bring in something very comparable to the Downtowns. And here they are. Here are the 10 Home Field Advantage cards from 2022 Topps Series 1. And I'm going to go into all of this, the print runs, what I believe the print runs of these cards are based off of pack odds, and how this could save this set, because this set is rough. This was kept a secret on purpose, I believe, so nobody would know about it and people would be really excited about the product. But look how good these look. There's only 10 players in this set, but I'm highly confident that there's going to be 10 more in Series 2 and 10 more in Update. So Shohei Ohtani, Jacob deGrom, Lindor, all these other players, Arenado, will have their Home Field Advantage cards, so be patient as they're being made. So let's talk about how many of these exist. And I did this in a very certain way, and I'm making a video on how many cards were produced in 2022 Topps Series 2 and what the print runs are for the entire product and per card. But I want to use the same formulas and the same math equations I used to actually get that information in this video. It's not nearly as in-depth, but let's discuss how I came about where I believe these cards are printed. And I could be wrong, there's assumptions I'll discuss and we'll talk about it. But one thing you do know is that 2022 Series 1 hobby boxes have an exclusive parallel. They're the clear parallels numbered to 10. So we know exactly how many clear parallels are made in the entire print run. There's 1,000 because there's 100 on the set for the clear parallels, 10 of each of them for 1,000. So I'm going to be using this parallel to determine how many of these Home Field Advantage cards exist, and you'll see how I'm doing this as we break it down. So first, I want to see how many clear cards exist. We know it's 1,000 because there's 100 on the checklist. I need to figure out how many base cards it takes to get a clear card. There's 14 cards per hobby pack, and it says one in every 2,492 hobby packs gets you a clear card. So that's one clear card for every 34,888 base cards. So I have this formula, 1 over 34,888 equals 1,000. I got that from up here, divided by X, and I solve for X. And this will let me know how many total cards are in hobby packs, or really close to it. I would say I'm like 80-90% confident in this number. Pretty close, I would say, just because this is a strict rule Topps follows, because I believe it was mandated by the government to have these pack odds. Not quite sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So there's about 34,880,000 total cards in Series 1 hobby boxes. Just hobby boxes, not the total print run, which I'll get into later. So how does this help us know how many of these Home Field Advantage cards exist? First, we have to figure out how many packs exist. So we take 34,888,000 and divide that by 14 because there's 14 cards per hobby pack. That gives us 2,491,429 packs. So I had to figure out how many total Home Field Advantage cards exist. And I know that a Home Field Advantage card is one in every 288 packs. So I go 2,491,429 divided by 288, which gets me to a total of 8,651, we'll say 50 just because it's a prettier number, Home Field Advantage cards. So how many of each player exist? As of right now, we know there's 10 Home Field Advantage cards, which means there's 865 of each player in hobby boxes. This is only hobby boxes. This is not jumbo, this is not retail or any of these things. So let's discuss how many may be in those other formats. So we have 865 in hobby. I would say there's an equal number in jumbo, 865. And I said there's 2.5 times in retail just because there is so much retail being made, probably 6 to 8 different types and formats of retail product being released, whether it's the hanger packs, whether it's the blister packs, whether you're going to have the gravity feed packs, blaster boxes, jumbo boxes, the tins, all these different formats have these cards in them, I'm assuming. This is an assumption that these cards are available in the regular retail, and I don't know for sure if that's the case. It is the case for the Downtowns and football like I discussed, but if that's the case, if there's 2.5 times more in retail, they're still probably harder to pull, but there's a lot of retail. So let's say there's less than 3,900 total of each of these cards. That's really low for these cards. I expected it to be around 10,000. So Topps copied Panini. Yes, they did. But Panini has copied countless things from Topps. And I just thought of these off the top of my head as I was sitting on the couch making this slideshow. But refractors, we call them prisms for Panini. That was a direct correlation from Topps, and I understand that that's not something owned by them, but they couldn't call them refractors, they called them prisms. That's something they took, the shiny foil, all those things. And then you have different parallels. There's the Independence Day in 2018 Topps, numbered to 76. All of a sudden, in Donruss, the next year or two, there were stars on the borders, and it was numbered to 76. Rookie debut in Mosaic. We've had rookie debut cards in Topps Update for years, since at least 2012, even earlier than that. But I know like Bryce Harper, his is a rookie debut card. And now we have rookie debut and a base card in Mosaic, which is similar to Topps. Clearly Donruss came out right after Clearly Authentic came out. The acetate signatures, they made an acetate signature. It's just the same thing. So they definitely did copy Panini though. Like, yeah, they totally did. But the hobby is consistently built on innovation. You know, the refractor was made by Topps in 1993 Finest, but that doesn't mean that people can't use something similar to it, like the Prism. I believe it was Wild Card or some random brand made the redemption card. People use redemption cards, and it just continues that cycle. We see innovation and we adopt it as long as it's not copyrighted or trademarked or it has some sort of patent attached to it. And I just want to say good job, Panini. You were a trendsetter in this category. Thank you. Let's talk about the hobby implications of these cards. These cards are going to be the new sought after insert. I thought that 2022 Topps Series 1 was a weak product. You had a Wander, nobody else, and there's a lot of the Wander Franco rookie cards. But I wasn't going to buy anything. I was just going to buy a few singles. But now I might go home field advantage chasing with blasters. That sounds fun. If I can pull this Mookie out of a pack, that'd be awesome. Probably better just to buy a box because these are a 1 per hobby case card, and they're really hard to find. Basically, 1 in every 12 hobby boxes will land you one of these. But it's nice to have Topps finally have a chase insert. Topps inserts have been meh for I don't know how long. They're really cool and they're really awesome, but they weren't rare and they weren't exciting like Panini cards were. Downtown card collectors may be in trouble if you've been collecting downtown cards of these players, and maybe not in the past sets, but anything moving forward, they're not going to carry as much value because there's licensed downtowns essentially now with these home field advantage cards. And like I said already, I'm assuming there's 10 other stars in Series 2 and Topps Update, which is great. And I am hoping that there are home field advantage rookie cards, because that would be fun if there was a Wander Franco home field advantage rookie card, or if there's a Jared Kelenic home field advantage rookie, or a Julio Rodriguez, Bobby Witt Jr. Can you imagine what those will go for, especially if they are short printed as it says earlier? There's no parallels, I don't believe. There's a legendary home field advantage out of like every 1 in 15,000 packs that no one's pulled yet, so we'll see what happens there, but it's just these cards. I love that. I love that there's no parallels. They are a breath of fresh air from what Topps normally does. I did not expect this from this set, and like I said, it changed my opinion on this set. It's not just a super base heavy product with no chance of anything good. Now you have a relative chance, you know, it's still 1 in a case, but people are going to hunt these and it'll be fun for them. And good job, Topps. I'm glad you introduced it. I know you did kind of copy Panini, but Panini copies you all the time. And basketball and football collectors will now know what to collect and enter into this market. That has been an issue forever because they never know what to look at because baseball cards are confusing. And this will be a very obvious go-to card. One thing I do want to discuss as well, these are the home field advantage rookie cards. These are the first year, so that could really help the value of these. I have no clue, no idea what the resale value of these will be in a few months. I can't see the future. These are brand new. We don't have all of the needed plugins to see exactly what's going to happen, but I could see these being really popular. And especially if they are as short printed as the print runs make them seem to be. If that's the case, these home field advantage rookie cards first year could be like the 2012 Prism first year silver for a lot of players and so forth. That might be a bit dramatic and excessive, but you get where I'm headed down. And my concerns. So let's talk about things I don't like about these. Donruss and Optic each have downtowns. In basketball and football, Donruss and Optic have downtowns with this papery finish, and then they have a chromium version in Optic. And I don't really know basketball well enough to say it hurts the paper version, but I have to assume it hurts the paper version because I'd rather have a chromium version that's in better condition, that can grade easier, that looks awesome, has an Optic logo or Topps Chrome logo up here, and it's chromium, shiny, and beautiful. So that's a concern for me. Another concern is they are printed in much more supply than I am guessing. I am 100% guessing because I only have one of the mini formats pack odds for these cards. So I could be wrong, but that's just my take on it. And retail could drown these out. And that's probably my biggest concern is how rare really are these cards. If they are rare, man, these are going to be fun. and that's what I'm looking forward to. Is this hype real? You can hear some excitement in my voice. This is exciting. And my fanboy heart says this is real. I'm going to go drop $300 on 2 of these cards, a Mookie Betts and a Bryce Harper, and I'm going to hold these forever and get them graded. But my brain says it's probably hype. It's the first time we've been exposed to these, and it's not going to be the last time. If this is successful, it's going to keep continuing. Next year, there'll be more of these home field advantage cards, and it could be hype. So I will let you take the information I have, and let me just say, everything in this video is an assumption. Do not take it as me giving you financial advice, because I found out about these cards 3 hours ago and made this video. So just know, these are my thoughts, and overall, I'm excited. I'm excited that Topps went in this direction where there's fun inserts for the first time for people like me and people like you who collect baseball cards and have been withheld from these. My final concern is, why doesn't Wander Franco have a home field advantage rookie card? That would go for so much money. It would make this product for years to come, if he's the real deal, the go-to product. But other than that, let me know in the comments below if I'm being too excited, too dramatic about this, and my fanboy heart's getting to me, or if you're more logical and look at the long term and you think this might not be the best thing, or you might think they'd be overpriced. Other than that, thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.